Hey guys, what's up? It's BigJackFilms here, and welcome back to Superman Month, where I review all the Superman movies prior to Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Today we're taking a look at Superman 2, the sequel that was made the exact same time as the first film, and is a continuation of the first film's storyline. So what's the plot to Superman 2? Well, in this case, Superman is now a public hero. He is now saving the day. He's doing a bunch of cool stuff to help people in everyday life. He has a love story going on with Lois Lane. They seem to be hitting it off. And so he decides, you know what? I want to give up my superpowers to be with Lois. So that's what he does. He gives up his powers. He ends up staying with Lois, and they end up sleeping together, which I'm like, whoa, hey, that's a little too far there, Superman, for, this is a family movie. But all of a sudden, trouble starts brewing when General Zod and his minions come down to take over Earth, and Superman is without his powers, so he decides, I want my powers back so I can go fight Zod and save the day. So what are my thoughts on the second film? Surprisingly, I think I like this film a lot better than the first one. It's a lot more action-packed, the effects are a lot better, and the characters are still overall pretty good. Christopher Reeve is still killing it as Superman, Lois Lane's still looking good in these movies, but of course we gotta talk about General Zod. He is probably the best character in this movie, he's just like, kneel before Zod! And he's a great I love the actor playing him. He does a fantastic job in the role. And I love the costumes on Zod, too. I love that the black attire and everything that he wears. Fun fact, the guy who played General Zod actually ended up playing Supreme Chancellor Valorum in Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. And I found that out very recently, and I'm like, what? It makes me wonder if General Zod, after Krypton exploded, ended up in the Galactic Senate and became Supreme Chancellor, and then Palpatine came in and said, get out of here, go, yeah. Also a fun fact, the guy who played Non in Superman 2 was also in King Kong 1976 playing Joe Perko. But hey, I'm the King Kong guy, so I always know that kind of stuff. So the movie's overall good. This is pretty much the first time that there were two movies shot back to back for a film series like this. Like Lord of the Rings did it, Harry Potter did it. This was the first time that a film series actually shot two movies back to back knowing it was probably going to be successful. Like, can you imagine if, like, the first film did not work and they were thinking, what the hell are we going to do with the second one? I mean, that would have been a huge bummer. So like I said, the action scenes are great, the special effects are really good in this film. It's overall a great film. Now, I've only watched the theatrical cut, I have not watched the Richard Donner cut, but I hear the Richard Donner cut is superior to the original theatrical cut. But unfortunately, I only have like the 4-pack DVD, so that's the only version I can watch at the moment. The music, once again, is great. It's not John Williams, it's a different composer this time, but he still sticks to those themes that John Williams did in the original movie, and it still looks pretty good. I think some of my favorite scenes are obviously with Superman fighting General Zod, and that scene on Niagara Falls, I thought that was actually kind of cool and kind of funny. Fun fact, the kid who fell in Niagara Falls and was saved by Superman is actually famous Canadian voice actor Hadley Kay, who you might know as the voice of Nicholas and Darkheart in the Care Bears movies.
Time for a game of disappearing bears.
So that's the pros of the movie, so what are the cons of the film? Well, while I do like this one better than the first one, it does have the same problems with the first one, with it being dull and a little bit boring at times. But hey, when the Superman scenes happen, they're absolutely amazing to watch. So overall, I think Superman 2 is actually better than the first movie, given it has a few problems here and there, like Superman throwing the plastic S at one of General Zod's minions. I was like, what was that about? But the film is a good family-oriented action-adventure film with great characters, great cinematography, a great villain with General Zod, and overall still has that Superman feeling we all know and love. It's actually a pretty good film, I'd say check it out. So that's it for my review of Superman 2, guys. What did you guys think of the film? Let me know in the comment section below, I would love to hear from you. So next week we're going to be taking a look at Superman 3, which sadly I'm not looking forward to, but I'm going to save my review for next week. Until then, this is BigJackFilms signing off.